Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Alan Troop, reporting news from around the Columbia Basin for Tuesday, November 26th. Tonight, we report on dangers for travelers leaving Grant County for Thanksgiving and the rate increase set by the Grant County PUD. In sports, Bob Kirkpatrick reports on the Moses Lake Wrestling program and gives us an update on the 10-1 Seattle Seahawks. Our spotlight story tonight is about an early visit to Moses Lake by Santa. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight: if you're planning a Thanksgiving trip, don't be surprised if it feels more like Christmas. Travelers who tried to get an early jump on their Thanksgiving travel are being caught in rough weather. As Nick Valencia reports to CNN, more snow, ice, and sleet may be on the way.
Coast to coast, the country is feeling the impacts of an earlier than expected winter weather system. And in Texas, it's already proving fatal. Icy road conditions causing this major accident along Interstate 40, forcing multiple cars to collide. The Texas Department of Public Safety warns it may only get worse.
In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we're bracing for a wintry mix. Anything from sleet to freezing rain, and if it gets really bad, we're going to encourage folks to stay home.
This deadly winter storm started out west. Strong winds in the San Francisco Bay Area downed trees and power lines.
I heard a big crack and the house started banging and things started kind of falling, and I thought it was a huge earthquake.
And flooding hit Phoenix, Arizona, with almost 2 inches of rain. But now the winter threat is on the move, a dangerous system which has the potential to create chaos for millions of travelers, all the way into the heavily populated Northeast.
It's crazy. It's super, super crazy. I hope it's going to be gone soon.
Right now, the snow impacts are being felt in New Mexico, Texas, and part of the Great Plains, with many people coping with treacherous ice-covered roads and bridges.
It feels like the wind is going to pull you over, you know, it just feels like it's going to push you into the next lane.
The winter weather also hit the gridiron. In Ohio, snow and freezing temperatures played out on Saturday during the Ohio State-Indiana football game in Columbus. Officials had to scrub the snow off the goal line. Now, in the days ahead, more than 40 million Americans are expected to hit the nation's roads and millions of others to fly the skies. Unfortunately, dangerous wind, sleet, snow, and rain could be your travel companion. Nick Valencia, CNN, Dallas, Texas.
Most Grant County residents will see a 2.5% increase in their power rates next year. The Grant County PUD commissioners agreed to set a rate of increases aimed at increasing the utilities revenue by 2%. PUD spokesman Tom Stredwick said the increase in revenue is necessary to pay for a series of projects to improve the transmission system and projects related to the federal license to operate the dams. They include about $10 million for recreation improvements, $20 million for a new Wanapum Heritage Center, and $28 million for a salmon bypass at the Priest Rapids Dam, and $16 million for the Priest Rapids Hatchery. The majority of users will see a 2.5% increase, with the exception of large industrial customers who will see a 1% increase. The Quincy City Council has added another member. This one represents the city's student population. Here with the story is Cameron Probert.
Quincy welcomed its first student representative this month. Luis Perez, a senior from Quincy High School, is the first person to fill the position since it was created in August, as a way to introduce youth concerns to the council. The student will attend city council meetings and can participate in discussions and provide a report at the end of the meeting. Mayor Jim Hembury brought the idea to the council as a way for the city government to hear more about the concerns of youth in the city.
Now, obviously, they can't vote, but they can certainly be a part of the discussion, and I think it'll bring us that aspect of what the youth have going on, kind of get a whole different perspective of what we've had in the past.
Perez has been a member of Quincy's Youth Action Committee for 4 years. He applied for the position to learn more about how the city operates.
And Miss Murray brought it up to the school, and so I was like, why not give it a try and see what's going on. And next thing you know, I got a call from the mayor and saying I'm going to be the city council representative, and it was pretty cool.
Perez is planning on a career as a physician's assistant and is hoping the position helps him in communicating with other people. He's still learning how the city operates.
Like I say, I'll be learning as I go. It's pretty interesting,
Perez will serve in the position until June 1st, when he'll be replaced by Joanna Santana, who will serve in the position next year. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Preppert reporting.
Thank you, Cameron. Each of the people you see here has warrants for their arrest and is wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DLC asks that you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We will be back after these messages with the latest from our iFIBER 1 Weather Center, sports, and more news.
I know. You go to DQ, you're thinking Blizzard. But here's a little best-kept secret, the DQ chicken strip basket. They call it whole tenderloin. I call it #delicious. They marinate them up, season them 5 times, flavor inside and out. These crispy chicken strips are so good. They're like Blizzard good. Is that too far?
Not at all, Alan. The chicken strip basket, now only $4.49 at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Boom. Wink.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi folks, good to be with you once again. I'm meteorologist Miguel Montoya from the One News Weather Center. Your weather forecast is being brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Let's check out the headlines making news along the Columbia Basin. High pressure remains the dominant feature. So we have a very stagnant air mass in place, not much air moving around. We actually have an air stagnation advisory through Friday across our area. We are also dry through the rest of the week, which is great news for the ones who will be traveling over the next couple of days. Dry roadways, so that's always a plus. Changes for the weekend, especially by the time Sunday rolls around. As far as temperatures go, nothing out of the norm. You woke up to temperatures in the middle 20s here in Ephrata, which is near normal for this time of year. Also near normal this afternoon. Temperatures topped off in the lower 40s. Moses Lake, you woke up to temperatures in the upper teens this morning, so it was a chilly start to the morning. You rebounded nicely in the afternoon, climbing into the lower 40s, which once again is near normal for this time of year. We are in the 30s at the present time, some cloudiness drifting on by. We will hang on to partly cloudy skies overnight and temperatures falling back into the low to mid 20s. Winds will not be a factor overnight or on Wednesday. They will remain fairly light. So once again, high pressure, the dominant feature. We do have a small storm system just to the west of Vancouver Island. Could throw a few rain showers our way along coastal communities tonight, but otherwise that storm system will continue lifting northward. We also have a storm system just off the coast of California, but that will drift well off to our south, so high pressure will remain the dominant feature. Once again, maybe a few showers through coastal areas of our state through early tonight. Mainly dry statewide on Wednesday, and once again on Thursday, the next storm system in line will push into British Columbia and Vancouver Island and Western Canada by the time Friday rolls around, and that one will drop down into the northwestern U.S. for the weekend. Could bring us rain or snow by the time Sunday rolls around, and a significant drop in the temperatures from Sunday into early next week. But looking at, well, the usual temperatures across our state on Wednesday for this time of year, 40s and 50s. 40s along the Yakima Valley and along the Columbia Basin, so low to mid 40s will do it with partly to mostly sunny skies out there. Wenatchee's looking at 42 degrees. That extended forecast shows very little change for Wednesday and Thursday. Even Friday, no weather-related problems. More of the same on Saturday. Stormy on Sunday, and then much cooler for Monday and Tuesday. Your weather forecast was brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. We'll be right back with sports.
Doc, your 1 o'clock's here, but our network is down. What do you want me to do?
I just noticed. Call JL Computers. He's probably already on it.
Computer systems and networks are not only vital to doing business, they are often the key to efficiency and profitability. At JL Computers, we offer continuous monitoring of your system and provide immediate support when something goes wrong. Call today and talk to our certified technicians about your needs.
What's important at Eagle Home Mortgage is taking care of our clients, being honest, and doing loans full of integrity.
We understand that every borrower situation is unique. We offer a variety of products to help meet individual requirements.
What sets us apart is that we get things done, and we get things done at a fast pace. It doesn't take days and days. Se habla español.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. The end of November is drawing nigh. There's frost on the pumpkin, and that means the start of the 2013 high school wrestling season is just around the corner. And with that in mind, I seized an opportunity to catch up with second-year head coach Jaime Garza to find out how the Moses Lake Chief team is shaping up.
It's, we had kids that had wrestled, throughout the summer that did a lot of freestyle wrestling and went back. We had one kid back in Minnesota, another kid back in North Dakota. We had kids out in northern Spokane attending a week-long intensive camp. We went down to some duels where we got 15, 16 duels and ended up doing really well out there with just a mixed match team that we had, and we performed well. We have a great team coming back, and the team has put in a lot of work, and now we're seeing a little bit. You got to ease your way into the season. You got to coach to the mass, even these good kids need to go down and break the technique down and make it. Even though it's very basic technique, they need that, and they need reminders of certain things sometimes. So, as a whole, the first 4 days of practice have been great.
Moses Lake is coming off a successful 2012 season, having won the district and league titles. The team sent 10 wrestlers to the MAC Classic in Tacoma, but lost several kids to graduation. Still, Garza has high expectations with 8 state qualifiers returning to the team.
Some people may say that I'm far-fetched, but my goal is to win a state title, and that's what it's going to be.
The Chiefs will get a chance to see what they're made of and if they will meet Garza's expectations when Moses Lake hosts South Ridge December the 6th. The Seattle Seahawks thought all of their off-field problems were addressed and taken care of over the summer, but they were wrong. Instead of talking about next Monday's showdown with New Orleans, the Seahawks will return from their bye on Tuesday facing questions about off-field troubles as cornerback Walter Thurman has been suspended 4 games for violating the league's substance abuse policy. Brandon Browner could become the second Seahawk to be suspended this week, ruining what could have been a fun week in preparation for the biggest game of the season versus the Saints. Browner is facing a 1-year suspension from the NFL for violating its PED policy. He has already had his hearing on the matter and missed the final 4 games of last season. If Browner is suspended or placed on injured reserve due to a groin injury, the Seahawks might already have a player in mind, as Coach Pete Carroll said it's possible Seattle will try to re-sign veteran cornerback Antoine Winfield, who signed with Seattle as a free agent in April, but retired before the season began when it appeared the team was set to go with younger players in the secondary. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Call us crazy, but we like to think a clean car runs a little better. Increase the value of your truck, car, boat, or RV at Avila Detailing in Moses Lake by giving it that special look you've been waiting for. Beat the heat with tinted windows. Let us shampoo or reupholster the inside of your ride. You put in a lot of miles this summer. Isn't it about time for a tune-up? And keep in mind that we offer free pickup and drop-off. Like us on Facebook for our weekly specials. Avila Detailing in Moses Lake. Give your ride what it deserves.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local iFIBER Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a party in downtown Moses Lake for Santa. Reporter Vivian Huang tells us all about it.
Santa squeezed in a visit to Moses Lake before Thanksgiving. He stopped at a packed Moses Lake Museum and Arts Center and enjoyed catered refreshments and live entertainment at the annual holiday show.
Well, today we are, this is the start of our annual holiday show. It features an expanded museum store, a fresh new gallery show, free food, kids crafts, of course a visit from Santa. And the main event of tonight is our silent auction. It goes to support our Family Saturday program. Family Saturday is the first Saturday of every month. It's open to all ages. It's either a free craft project or program. Sometimes we do a movie in the auditorium. Other times we've had anything from a reenactment of pirates to a magician that we just had last year. I think it was pretty fun. So we try to bring in just fresh new programming for families. And just to date in 2013, we've served just shy of 2,000 kids and parents through the program. As I mentioned, we have a fresh new show in our gallery that is a four-person show. Greg Tate, Twyla Johnson Tate, Chris Gildow, and Mary Iverson. And their show is called Outside In, and it's reflective on landscapes that they have experienced and then find a way to reinterpret them inside of their studios. So kind of a play on landscape coming inside.
The holiday show featured a performance from the Voices of a New Day Moses Lake Community Children's Choir and photos with Santa sponsored by the Moses Lake Business Association. Food was provided by Michael's on the Lake and beverages by 10 Pin Brewing Company.
This is our third year doing the photos with Santa with the museum. It's a great location. They're a great partner to be working with. We have lots of fun. The kids get to do crafts and see Santa, and it ends up being a lot of fun for all of us. We'd like to thank all the photographers we have. They're all local photographers within the county. We have a couple from Othello. We have a great Santa this year, and the museum is wonderful to us. We can't thank them enough. And of course, we have a couple more dates coming up, so just stay tuned for our website to check it out and see what's coming up.
It's been going really good. We got kind of a rush, and then kind of it gets calm, and we have kids who really like Santa, and some kids who are kind of scared of Santa. So it's going nice, though.
Santa even had a few words on how he deals with crying children.
I'm used to it. I have grandchildren, so.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Vivian Huang.
We will be right back after this.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
In Northwest News, House GOP leader Kathy McMorris Rogers has a new distinction. After giving birth to a baby girl on Sunday, the 44-year-old became the only member in Congress to give birth 3 times in office. Representative McMorris welcomed a son in 2007 and a daughter in 2010. She announced the birth of her daughter, Bryn Catherine, on Twitter. The baby weighs 6 pounds and 7 ounces and came 2 weeks early. An aide said that the five-term Congresswoman from Washington State still plans to continue her post as conference chair and plans to run for a sixth term next year. A lot of farmers grow wheat in the Columbia Basin, and there might be something new in the way their competitors are doing it. Here with the story is the Associated Press.
As the global population grows, so do the concerns about our food supply. With farmland being reduced, insects mutating to avoid pesticides, and weather patterns becoming more unpredictable, a group of researchers from Kansas say our farming techniques must adapt.
10,000 years ago, when we started agriculture, we had to tear up nature's ecosystem in order to get the grains, the seedbed, to germinate. Well, what we're saying is that that's the beginning of the idea that nature's to be subdued or ignored.
The top grains produced worldwide are annuals, which means fields have to be freshly planted every year. Once the seeds are in, extreme temperatures, pests, and water levels can all affect the crops adversely. So scientists are working to turn wheatgrass, a perennial, into a viable, more durable replacement for standard wheat.
With the perennial root system, they're there year-round. So you don't have ground that's torn up and then subject to the forces of wind and rain, and you get erosion.
And some farmers say they would be pleased with an alternative.
If we can save our fuel and save chemicals, it'd be a win-win situation.
But others say that although there is value in the Land Institute's approach, demands on the food supply require faster action.
Certainly some of the perennial wheat looks very promising, but it's still a long way out.
The Land Institute has one experimental variety of wheatgrass called Kernza that is already being grown by farmers and used to make flour and beer. Jill Craig, Associated Press.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.